Hello guys! Just going to do a quick audio test before we start. Hello guys! Welcome to Motorsport Manager. We're here, back in the headquarters, the sort of menu of our team, Nissan and Nismo. Obviously, last time out, let's refresh ourselves, obviously. Remember, I'm only doing this weekly, so it is going to take a little bit of refreshing per race, so as to get used to it now. So the first race, let's have a little look. We finished 14th and 16th. I remember the first race, it wasn't great for us, was it? No, not the second race, sorry. The first race, I remember being quite good for us. Was it the one where we got the good strategy? I think it was the one where we got the good strategy. You can see there we finished ahead of the BMWs. And then the Black Sea was not the best of races for us. And then Beijing, again, doesn't look like we had a very good race either. And then Milan is where we are today. Milan. I'm hoping to do Vancouver, Ardennes, and then if we have time, Tondela. But it depends on how quickly we get through this, and then we'll probably finish the season in the next episode. So next week's time is probably when we'll finish the season. But yeah, not bad overall. We're developing a new engine. After this, I'm going to go on and develop some high-speed corners. We're going to do some rear wings. This 31 days we're going to use for some really nice car development. Now, before I started, I just had a little look through what our team was good at and what our team was bad at, because I was a little bit interested as to what on earth we could do. And our staff is 12th on the grid. Now, one key thing I've noticed, they all don't have very long on their contract, which is quite good. This guy is really expensive. He doesn't have many known components, and he's only 3-star compared to the race mechanic, who's 4-star. And then this mechanic is only 3-star, but personally I think this guy right away, we should do something about it. This guy will renew the contract, and if we have enough... Renew contact, that's a typo, we'll ignore that. But I would like to get a brand new race mechanic here, maybe for next season when they run out of contract. This guy I want to get right away, get some new perks, because they're quite important when developing a car. You get certain perks that you can apply, and that applies to every part. So this guy only has some for average and for great, and they're not even that good. So I think we do need to do something about him. So we'll go ahead and I was looking through as well. And we can actually get some pretty decent new lead designers. If I look at designers here, you can see one guy I had my eye on was Lionel Guzmao. Very good, 4-star, he's 50, and he's currently not part of a team. So we won't have to pay that much to get him. So I think we should approach him. He's interested, that sounds great. Straight away, long contracts. He's not very, wages aren't important to him, so we'll probably, the old guy's on like 450k, so 380, save ourselves a little bit of money maybe. Signing on fee, not really important. We'll pay him like, I don't know, $500,000 maybe. Bonus size, again, not important. I want us to get in the top 10, so maybe we'll offer a little bonus for that as well. And we'll just see what he says. So hopefully he'll be okay with this. We've sent him a little proposal now. And I also want to go to staff. I want to right away, this guy, Sophia Stevenson, but he's a boy. That makes absolutely no sense. Pretty sure Sophia's a girl name, right? Oh, whatever. We'll go ahead and renew his contract. So, wages, what's he currently on? He's currently on 35, so we have to offer him more than what he's currently on. We're offering 57. Since the other guy is getting a wage downgrade on the previous one. Long contract, that's fine with me. And he's not really particularly bothered about bonuses. We'll just flick in a little teeny bonus for both of them there. We can click continue now, and that'll be offered to him. Now, the other race designer, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see how he improves throughout the season, because they can get they get partnerships. The mechanics, they get partnerships with their drivers, so sometimes keeping one is better than getting rid of one, depending on what his level 2 power-up is. I haven't had a look yet. Actually, I can do that now, probably. With a little look, we should be able to see. There you go. His level 2 power-up is it's an extra engine mode, so not particularly useful. This one could be quite useful. This is for when we don't have any knowledge applied to the car. And sometimes you can get some super good ones here. You can see this guy is mostly about reducing engine wear. This guy is about a bit different, but yeah, I'm going to keep the drivers as they are at the moment, because you can see the best one. Obviously, if you swap the drivers, it does ruin their sort of, but both of these guys are 4-star, and they'll replace the old 3-star, and that will hopefully bump the staff up from what we are currently. And then obviously we've got our car, which we can sort out once the engine is finished upgrading, because it is very needed. Oh, birthday. We had a birthday earlier. I mean, he is our, I think he is our, sort of reserve driver, but, I still want to get him something quite nice. Also, one thing to be aware of, right now it only says obviously one person's watching the stream, normally it's 2, it's because I haven't got my phone supervising today, because, I still want, honestly, I have a third monitor that can actually now, when playing Motorsport Manager, fully review it, so it's no need. But yeah, all fine. So we're just going to go forward with the engine, and there's a few performance improvements going on as well. I'm going to have a look at what's important down in Milan. Milan, I'm guessing, is like Monza. Yeah? Yep, that's definitely like Monza. Very similar to Monza, actually. If anything, more straight line speed than Monza. There's a massive... what do you call it? There's a few chicanes with a massive... straight, so yeah, top speed and high speed corners. So you can see, if I don't upgrade this, we're going to be dead here at Monza, because these two are both our weakest areas. So I think we'll improve on the high speed corners, because I've done a lot on the engine side, because engines unfortunately take like 40 days to make, so we won't be able to get a new engine in time. I'll just have to stick with the 2 engines we're currently developing, and hopefully there'll be enough. You can see there, it's all been developed, it's all been good. So we're going to try and fit the parts to the car. So we're going to give Quintarelli obviously the better engine, and we'll give Sasaki a slightly worse one, but still a pretty good one. And if we swap around the engines, there you go. That's a weird bug that causes them to both be happy. It's a bit of a weird one, but hopefully that will improve our sort of car performance. If we look at engine side of things, we are still the worst on the grid in straight line speed terms, but as I said, it's the best we're going to do at the moment. So we're definitely going to go on and do, because the spoilers don't take very long to build, or at least they shouldn't. That's saying 8 days, so it might still take a little bit of time. And simple, just start off with this one. Plus 20 on high speed corners, that's going to take us 8 days. And hopefully that will, it's a starting block. Obviously we do have to build through part iterations and whatnot to get the very best performance. So I instantly need to repair the reliability of this thing. And then, well, we can probably improve... should we improve the suspension, maybe? Because why not? We'll just do it. Maybe we can try and get both. There we go. Just improve the suspension briefly. Because why not? And also because we may have to bump up the reliability later. That's the most I can do, okay. I just want to make sure that everything's all good. So we've got a contract proposal coming up here. This is with our current mechanic. So he should... Here we go. He's just said there he's perfectly happy with what we've given him, so I'm happy to sign that. There we go, we've just signed that. And you can see he's now replaced, and we can get Lionel Guzmao hopefully in for our lead designer. We'll have to pay a little bit of money to get rid of the other designer, unfortunately, but luckily, thanks to, even though we're losing money, I didn't do great with the sponsors. I chose like the highest paying sponsors initially, and then left it after that. And you can see here, he's also, despite the low wage, He's also agreed to his contract, so we will save a little bit of money overall. But obviously, we're gonna have to lose a million here quickly. But as you can see now, we're saving a little bit of money per race overall, probably. So that'll be nice. And you can see he's a lot better, and he's actually got. You can see there he's got perks on every single level, including there. Look, plus 50 performance on soft, supers, and ultras. That should be really good. This one again opens an extra great component. This one part pit stop fixed time -3 seconds. All of these are very good little power ups. So he's got some pretty decent stuff there. He's and you can see hopefully you can see there. Look, staff is actually still the worst on the grid. What? Okay, maybe we need to replace Derek Miller as well then. I don't really know what does a better mechanic actually get you. Part fixes, pit stops, reliability, chemistry. So that's what seems to help. I'll probably give this guy the whole season and then see how he is, I think. Just to be fair, because he's not the lead designer, he's just a mechanic. No, not a mechanic, like a... Yeah, he's like the race mechanic. So we'll just keep him for now. In the mail then, we've got... Spoiler build finished. You can see there, look, still 19 days to Milan, so we should be able to build another one of these absolutely fine. You can see there, look, honestly, we're really not the greatest. Hopefully next season, we will be able to build this car a lot better, because we obviously initially have the weakest parts. But if the GT series is anything like the other series in this game, like the Formula series, you can get a stupid amount of money very quickly at the end of the season. Just for doing slightly well, and obviously there's also the money we save from this year's car. I think we're saving 666,000 per race. That will get chucked back into our bank at the end of the season too, so it should be okay. The reliability on this part is actually, where is it? Yeah, it's not too bad. 66. I'll take that. We'll give that to Quintarelli for now, and then we'll probably develop another one. Probably an identical one even. The suspension's a little bit improved. I just want to focus on doing reliability right now. The engines are already maxed out. The spoiler can be maxed out a little bit more. I just want to make sure. There we go. You can see that. I just want to make sure we're good. And I want to also design another high-speed corners, because we're still 11th best on the grid. So you can see we're still not really making that much. And you can see there, look, we can do high-speed corners plus 20. And... unfortunately, these aren't particularly useful. This one's pretty good, and it'll still get done 7 days before the Grand Prix. Excellent, I'll do that then. And that's going to get us a pretty decent little thing. There is this one, but it comes with a risk level, obviously. I don't like doing risk levels, because, what's the point in having a good part if you're just going to be demoted anyway? I don't know how frequent they discover. I think it's based on a risk level. So the lower the risk level, the less likely they are to find out. But I just don't like doing stuff like that. I'd prefer, personally, to just leave it. That's my opinion anyway. We'll let them run through now with the spoiler. I don't know, the spoiler will have to up its sort of reliability quite quickly. They've completed the performance work pretty much immediately though, so I'll just whack it all onto reliability now. Once I get to like 85-90% reliability, I can scrap it maybe and just go full. There you go. Once we reach the designing the spoiler, here you go. They've finished the spoiler. You can see here. I'll just whack it all onto reliability. So that should be pretty good. We'll do improve reliability, improve performance. So we can get rid of these two, and that should allow us to do pretty good. If I swapping them is not going to do any good. I'll try and balance it out like that. Look, so we should be able to get a bit of both then. I want to go 10-10. So that should be okay. And that'll allow us to hopefully improve in the high-speed corners just a touch as well. We're still only... okay, there's a weird bug going on. It said we were 11th, now it's saying 10th. But yeah, it now says worst on grid. I think there's a slight bug there. But at the moment, you can see I am trying my best to fix it. We're still in the 6th best car on the grid, so we're not really that good by any stretch, unfortunately. But it's the best we can do with the components we've got. Pre-race stuff. There you go. Here's the upcoming 40% chance of rain. Looks like BMW are going to be very strong we're not going to be strong, I can guarantee. We've got super soft and soft. It's always quite abrasive, but our car is one of the best on the grid when it comes to tyre wear, so we should be pretty good. Okay, so it's all looking pretty decent in terms of the race. It looks like it might have had a little bit of rain, but overall, pretty good. If anyone watching is enjoying, please be sure to smash that like button, by the way. Oh, there's a vote next week for ERS. I remember that. Yeah, I don't want ERS because it's an extra thing to put on the car. Was it an extra million it cost, I think? Yeah, an extra 1.1 million it costs. And just the fact it's something else to manage, like micromanage. I don't want that. I mean, our car's not the best to start with, let alone AI being perfect with the use of it. So, I'm definitely going to vote. Obviously, we've also got a little extra vote as well I can use. You can see there, as long as we're 18th or above, which recently we have managed in the race quite easily, but qualifying, so in the Black Sea, we did properly mess up qualifying. That was my fault, really. I didn't look at the weather forecast well enough, basically. Going into this race, then, looking at the spoilers we've got to choose from. Why switch it from a worse component make him suddenly unhappy? There are some weird bugs with the setup opinion. There's awesome. My car is better than Ronnie's. That's not even true, mate, Sasaki. That's not even true. There is some weird bugs with the setup opinion thing, but never mind. You can see, so we've got, going into this, we have got a brand new engine. We've got brand new spoilers, so hopefully this will hopefully make our car. How many times can I say hopefully in one sentence? This race is 33 laps, so I'll make sure to note that 33 laps, because when I'm looking at the tyres in practice, I will always forget. So 33 laps. I never look in time. It's silly, I know. But into round 4 out of 9 we go, and time to enjoy. It's only 33 laps. Then it is a pretty long circuit, to be fair. It's like 3.72 miles. The lap record was 1 minute 51, so we'll only get one lap done in qualifying, I imagine, because of the long lap. But we'll try our best. We'll try our absolute best. Feedback levels are pretty good, actually. I didn't believe I had a setup save for this place. No, so we'll just sort out what they want, sort of as we go through practice, basically. We'll try to do our very best at sorting it. We'll do something like that for Sasaki. You can see 33 laps, so we could potentially do a one-stop on softs, but it's really tight. So I'm going to do a two-stop on super softs. No, one-stop, on super softs, because generally, and with the mixing of rain as well, I'll have a look at Quintarelli's stats, because he does get better tyre wear. But generally, you have to take what it says a little bit lightly. It's not that accurate. It's pretty accurate, but it's not exact. So you can see, look, he'd only go 2 laps above race distance as well. So both drivers, I'm going to focus on the super softs today. We're going to leave the softs out of this. It might mean we've got a bit of a problem with tyres. Maybe we'll use a bit too many tyres, but for now we'll just focus on race trim. I really want to get race trim nailed, and then, because qualifying you can make up, the race does matter a little bit more, because obviously it's a very long circuit this, so we're probably not going to be able to do that much in terms of the knowledge levels. So we'll just send them out and see what they think. I don't imagine we're going to have too much pace, because of the fact that obviously high-speed corners and engine components, which are our very worst sort of parts, they're both crucial here. So I really don't think we've got a chance at being at all good here. I think we're going to totally fail, honestly. You can see here we're already a couple of tenths back on the leaders already. So you can see there, look, Sasaki's 2.4 seconds off the BMWs. So I think we've got pretty much no hope here, particularly Sasaki. That lap was shocking. Hopefully he's going to do a bit of a better lap now, but I did instantly know, looking at what was crucial for this race, we wouldn't have a chance. You can see Quintarelli there has just jumped a few spots, but Sasaki's well in last, and he's not really able to do much, unfortunately. And that's it. That's our pace. You know, we really haven't got any pace here this week, unfortunately. And that's on super softs. Remember, a lot of the other grid have actually gone out on softs. That's how poor it is. So unfortunately, I mean, maybe I've just totally messed up the setups, but I think a lot of that is down to actual, just straight up, that's how good we are. So I'll bring them in now. They've got level 2. Or bring them in for some. You can see the setups weren't the best, so I'll give it to. I'll give them that. Obviously, if the setups weren't the best, then fair enough. But it's one of those things. Unfortunately, we're just not that good. So what we're gonna have to do is sort of, we'll sort of balance it like that maybe, and then move this around to get the cornering. We'll try that. I want some way of altering the cornering. We'll try that for now. We'll try that. I think the cornering might be slightly different. No, there we go. Let's try that and see what we end up with. Quali 3 laps, different set of super softs now, and off he goes. Quintarelli, same thing. Just have a little look at the setup. We'll try and get some quali trim in there if we can, and then get on with it really. So good pull. So same as Sasaki, just in different areas. I reckon speed balance can move more towards that way, and then maybe we can get cornering more in that way by moving some of the ballast around. Maybe something like that. Should be pretty good like that, maybe. So we'll try that. The cornering, I think I have moved a bit too drastically, actually. I moved the wrong one, I think. So I forgot he didn't have the same setup as Sasaki. We'll try that. And just see how he likes that. So again, 3 laps, super soft, and just off he goes. Hopefully, we'll be okay. We're not going to get many laps here because of, well, obviously the long lap and the fact that we had to spend quite a while just sort of sorting out the setups there for a bit. Obviously, it takes some time to sort out the setup. So hopefully now, fresh set, different setup. Hopefully, we'll have a bit more pace. But again, I really don't imagine we'll have much pace. The track grip here, because of how warm it is, doesn't really move that much. You can see Quintarelli's actually just gone 12th. So obviously, the setup changes have made a pretty big difference. But Sasaki's still very slow compared to Quintarelli. You see there, Quintarelli's just gone 9th. So pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy overall. 9th place, given we were on super soft. Sasaki really needs to improve though. He is the worst driver out of the two, obviously. But you can see there, look. Even cars on soft were quicker than that. You know, the only car he was quicker than was on softs, not super softs. So it is a little bit disappointing. So, but obviously, if Quintarelli can get us a few points, top 10 finish, obviously he'll get his points. Just to stay, was it 10th? I mean, apparently this team was meant to be, you know, I chose them because they were middle of the pack. You know, apparently they were good enough to be managing, you know, according to the thing at the start, they were good enough to be managing all sorts. 6th place, you know, but it doesn't appear that they are. I need to move cornering a little bit more, and then we'll move that back to how it was. There we go, that should be pretty good. And we'll give that setup a go. Now, Quintarelli, no, what's it called? Sasaki setup, we haven't done a great job on, unfortunately, which is maybe why he was slow. So, again, maybe I can excuse him for a little bit. So, we move the handling back that way and the speed balance back that way. And we'll let the cornering do what it likes, and we'll probably need a little bit more tweaking. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go out for 2 qualifying runs, I don't think. I'll send them out pretty much immediately in the hope of getting in 2 laps, but it's a 2-minute lap, so it's going to take them roughly 4 minutes, and it's only an 8-minute qualifying, so unless, you know, they're going to have to basically be pretty sharpish here if they want to make it back, and then back out in time for another lap. Because obviously getting 2 laps in is very important if we can manage it. It is really important. Quintarelli's actually just gone purple. Oh, that's because that makes sense. Because the BMWs haven't gone through yet. That's why. So in the end, Sasaki's actually 6/10 off Quintarelli, so not great. But we'll see how. So you can see there 9/10 he is off the BMWs. So not that bad actually, Quintarelli. Well, Farfus is on his lap as well, and he's probably going to improve, yeah. So 1.1 seconds off the BMWs now, and we can see there it's starting to drop back quite a way, and you can see already, I don't think we're going to have time, unfortunately, to send them out for a second lap. It's 1 minute 32. Oh, I saw 1 minute 50, okay. I think we can send them out for another lap immediately if we rush this. Right, cornering was good, and then it went to okay. So we slightly messed up his setup. So corner needs to be right on the edge, I think. We'll try that, and then... The problem is I can't make too many setup changes, because it then causes them to wait in the pits. So I don't want to wait that much, but I can't do anything. Right, we'll try that. I would rather not really give him any setup changes, but I have to see if the setup's any good. So he's going to have to just try and get out as quick as he can. Whoa! We have suddenly nailed this setup for Sasaki. I'm happy with that. I'm going to instantly just send him back out again. That was a pretty good setup. I'm happy with that. Right, out you go, Sasaki. And Quintarelli now on the improved setup, so maybe he can do something. You can see we're 18th and 23rd right now, so really not the best. Looks like we are going to make it, though, across the line in time for a second lap. I don't think many people are actually going to make it for a second lap. And Quintarelli, perfect on the temperatures and the tyres, so that sets him up for a great lap. You can see there he's gone green, and you can see no one else apart from D'Ambrosio and Kunimoto are trying again, so no one's been able to squeeze in an extra lap here. So this has given us a little bit of an edge in qualifying, because any improvement we make, we're pretty much going to gain, because there's no one else has improved. So straight away there, 12th place, and only 22nd for Sasaki. We'll see what Kunimoto can do. He takes us down. Ambrosio doesn't gain, so 13th and 22nd in the end. Not that good, but the fact we managed to squeeze in 2 runs has really improved it for us. So I'm happy with that. 2 runs there, squeezing it in. Above the sponsor objective as well, so we're going to get a little bit of money for that. So there we go. We've had a very good start then. Obviously now we've also got pretty good race trim going here, so I'll try my best here. Hopefully, there you go, both setups we've absolutely nailed. And we'll go, actually we can save Quintarelli's setup. I think his one is slightly better. So we'll go ahead and save his. Boom. And that should be good. And you can see we have 3 sets of super softs, which should be great. We can defuel the car, but I don't want to go doing that. And Sasaki then as well. Again, he's got 3 sets of super softs, so we should be absolutely good for the one stop. I think that's what most people will be doing. Is anyone trying a 0 stop? It doesn't look like we've got any rain at the moment anyway. Is anyone trying a 0 stop on softs? Okay, so a few cars look like they might be trying a 0 stop. That could hurt us. I reckon you could make it without stops on those soft tyres if you stretched them long enough. You could. I mean, with Quintarelli, I reckon we could just do it. But it would be a bit too close for comfort, I think. So away we go then, in 13th and 22nd. The grid is getting formed up and ready to go for today's Milan GP. Should be okay. We'll see what we can do here then. So safety car is rolling, and safety car ducks into the pits, and rolling, and lights are out at the Milan GP. Right, attack quickly. I hadn't told them to attack before, so we'll do that now. Lights are out, away we go. Quintarelli already battling for 10th place here. Not bad at all. Into 9th place actually. Unfortunately Sasaki's dropped back. We'll knock him into just medium now. Want him to save the tyres. Quintarelli there setting a purple first sector initially. So obviously we do have a little bit of pace. But it was not backed by someone behind. Wow, he's had a pretty amazing start here. Back to neutral and medium now. I don't want to waste any tyres or any fuel. We're into 7th place. I mean, wow. 6th place there briefly. Sasaki, unfortunately, really not flying the flag for us. But, you know, a few points are better than none. Obviously, I think we're going to get murdered in the straight, unfortunately. Or not. Not yet, anyway. I think we're going to get murdered in the straight at some point. Amazingly, there's been no crashes on the first lap. That's rare. There's always a ton of like congestion into that first corner, but unfortunately Sasaki just hasn't been able to do anything. Quintarelli though, 6th place, and he's actually holding it. In fact, he's up into 5th place. This is amazing stuff. They might even make 4th. Sasaki's into 22nd, and you can see Sasaki's really poor. I'm sorry, but that's just poor. Especially considering he's around a bunch of cars on the softs. Obviously, the super softs are a lot quicker than the softs, so it's just embarrassing. But Quintarelli, though, he's showing that our car clearly does have a little bit of pace. You can see we are lacking in the high-speed corners, particularly more than engine side of things. Sasaki is up into 21st place, though, so he's gaining a few spots. We'll let him push a little bit more, maybe, to see if he can do anything. Although he's actually still in 20th, so we'll go back down to medium. I don't want to waste too much fuel at the moment. Pizzatola's just crashed from, I'm not sure what position he was in. Actually, his teammate's quite low down the order, but that's one car that Sasaki doesn't have to worry about. We're into 4th place with Quintarelli. I'm sorry. What am I seeing? Well, if we can hold this out for the one stop, I'll be shocked. We'll probably pit around lap 20-ish to make sure that the second set of tyres can fully go the length. So lap 20, something like that. Maybe lap 18. I want to pit. Whoa! He's up into 3rd. This is mad. I don't know how Quintarelli's doing this. He's setting personal best laps at the moment, but he's absolutely flying. The two BMWs have just legged it. That's kind of expected. Sasaki's actually also up into 17th place himself, so we're doing okay here. I mean, despite the rubbish start, the rubbish, we didn't do too great in qualifying. We definitely didn't do good in practice, and then obviously also we've got to combine the fact that we've got obviously both the parts that are crucial here at Milan are our weakest. But amazingly, he's holding 3rd. I reckon maybe a few faster cars will start to come through now. I don't think we have the pace to maintain this the whole way. I really don't. I have confidence in this car, but not enough that we're going to get on the podium. So obviously it'd be lovely if we could get a podium finish. Sasaki's also making his way through the field now, 16th place. It's just taking him a little bit of time to get going, unfortunately. Quintarelli, I don't know what he did on the start. I mean, he's had his porridge, hasn't he? Isn't that a meme with Bottas, I think it is, in Formula 1? He's had his porridge. But anyway, if Farfus for BMW continuing to set OP laps, you can see we're already 16.5 seconds back from the leader. So obviously we're not winning. BMW, I don't know what it is, but BMW are a pretty nuts racing team here in this championship. They have pretty much dominated every single race that's ever existed in this championship. I don't know, they're pretty mad. But at the moment, Quintarelli's actually maintaining 3rd to what I'd call okay. He's also constantly setting personal bests as well, although everyone is. It's probably as the track grip increases. Trying to keep his tyre temps in a good range. Sasaki, unfortunately, is just sort of held in 16th. Okay, Quintarelli is now down to 4th. It was kind of expected in the end, honestly. I didn't expect him to do well. Sasaki's actually just back down to 17th. I'd be amazed if Quintarelli manages a 4th position here. I wouldn't really mind what he got. A 4th would be amazing for us. Oh, Quintarelli, I accidentally knocked him into high, so he's wasted a bit more fuel. We'll try and go low fuel with Quintarelli then. To help. You can see we're still doing pretty good though. It's going to set a personal best lap time here, which is pretty good. Yeah, Sasaki back to 17th place here. Quintarelli setting pretty much average laps now. And the tyre wear is starting to kick in a little bit. We're halfway through this race, so I can technically pit people. I don't want to just yet, though. These tyres have still got a little bit of life left in them, so I will wait. But honestly, I'm amazed. No one's pitted just yet. I am going to watch to see when other people pit, because it will make a decision based on what I decide to do. You can see there, Sasaki just got a green first sector, so he is still doing pretty good. He's still improving his lap times. He's in 17th at the moment, not really managing anything better. No one's pitted at the moment. Quintarelli's actually pretty safe in 4th. No one really catching him, but he's not catching anyone else. And you can see there he's actually setting green lap as well. So, despite, you know, obviously the tyres aren't fading too much then. No rain, it doesn't look like, despite the 40% chance of rain we were given at the start of the weekend. Just had a personal best of 1:36.9, and you can see Sasaki just did a 37.2, so he's only 3/10 off, so not too bad. So it's his qualifying position, you know. That's what's impacted where they are now. But I'd be pretty happy if it stayed like this. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. Sasaki does need to improve though. His tyre wear is really not good either, so I'm going to go ahead and pit Sasaki this lap. Do a fast pit stop maybe. No, I'm going to do a balance with him. I'm going to do a fast one with Quintarelli though. I really want to try and push him ahead of rivals if we possibly can. No one's pitting this lap, obviously, it's just because Sasaki has poor tyre wear. Obviously, we're way past the halfway point, so the tyres are not going to be an issue later on. You know, if tyres have managed to go 19 laps, they'll go the rest of the race. We pitted very early with Sasaki, but maybe we can get an undercut with him. Oh no, we got a loose wheel nut. Oh no, we got a loose wheel nut. Is that okay? Okay, at the moment, it seems as if these... the tyres they fit, despite the loose wheel nut, we seem to be okay. There's no damage that I can see, as in no on the tyres, or if I go to pit, it looks okay. So I'm hopefully we can be okay. Quintarelli's still setting green laps here, so no need to pit him just yet. I think I'm going to pit him this lap here. So Quintarelli, you can see there, he's going to have lovely fresh tyres at the start. We're going to do a fast pit stop, almost certainly a fast pit stop with him. In the hope that we can maybe do a bit better. We'll push the tyres right here at the end. Just absolutely get the absolute max out of tyres. And you can see, unfortunately, the loose wheel nut has become a problem for him. Sometimes sometimes it might not have been an issue. Unfortunately, that does mean that his Sasaki's already bad race has just been made worse by that. Obviously, the fact that he wasn't in the points anyway. It does mean that it's not that big a loss. It's not as big a loss as it would have been if it had happened to Quintarelli, but still not what I would have wanted. Hopefully... Oh no, they've made a mistake on Quintarelli as well. With the jack, they wasted 1.3 seconds, although still, it was quicker. It was still quicker than a balanced pit stop, so overall, I think we're okay. Sasaki has actually been lapped, and he's going to have to make an extra pit stop now as well, with the loose wheel nut. So unfortunately, yeah, Sasaki is not really done the best this race. Everyone else is pitting now. They didn't make a mistake, and his tyre is all good. So that means, yeah, the tyre is securely fitted. Sasaki, we're okay. Quintarelli there, getting ahead of a few people when they pitted there. I'm going to push Quintarelli actually, try and get him to do well. Looks like Sasaki's actually been lapped, so I'm going to wait for a bit later though to judge that. You can see here, look, Quintarelli right now, first out of everyone that hasn't pitted yet. So he's doing a pretty lovely job here. However, you know, a lot of people haven't actually pitted yet. They've waited, but you can see, yeah, at the moment, and also people behind us have actually had to go onto softs. We've got the tyre wear to go super softs all the way, which is really good. It's a shame about Sasaki though. He's ruined his race a little bit. That has. Obviously, no fault of his own, so I can't really judge him on that. I can't say, oh, look, it's your fault. Yamamoto's got a massive gap on us over the pit stop. I don't know what's happened there. But he's got a 7-second gap on us. How did that happen? That's not good. So we're back to 4th. I think we're still in 4th, hopefully. I think we've lost a bit of time while pitting, maybe, or something. He's into 7th right now, Quintarelli, so he's still doing what I'd say is very well. It looks like he's going to stay a lap down, Sasaki, which means we can push his fuel. Okay. Maybe allow him... I don't know. I think he's going to be finishing last, really, here. unfortunately, that extra pit stop has caused problems, obviously. You know, it's a loose wheel nut, what can you do about it? You know, you can't do much. And unfortunately, yeah, at the moment, it does actually look like Quintarelli is still capable of knocking through in 4th place here, once everyone else cycles through and pits. We're just waiting for that to happen now, really. There's a few cars, 2 cars in particular, that haven't yet pitted. We've got a 2-second lead on the car behind. 1.8 seconds there, you can see. So, but we might be able to push his tyres just a little bit. And you can see there, up into a 4th place. The 2 BMWs and the... What car is he? The Honda of Yamamoto are absolutely destroying this race. I keep going, like, hype on the fuel by accident for too long. Oh, my word. No. No. I didn't realise we were on the last lap, almost. I just haven't paid attention. Okay. Wow. Don't tell me this is actually true, then. That Quintarelli is going to come home and actually come 4th. Come on, don't make a mistake. Come on, Quintarelli. This 4th is going to be mad. I can't believe no one's done the 0 stop in the end. That's absolutely amazing. Quintarelli. 4th place. 4th. How on earth has he done that? I'm amazed. Sasaki, unfortunately, back in 23rd. Even if it wasn't for the extra pit stop, he wouldn't have done that well. I need to get a new driver. But I'm going to wait until Season 2 to get a new driver that replaces Sasaki. But wow, do we need one. Wow. Absolutely wow. That's mad. That is so mad. That is just like, how? I mean, I don't really know how he did that. Shame about Sasaki. Yeah, he only went 1 lap, and after about a lap and a half, his wheel nut did go. So yeah, 4th and 23rd, and it will stay like that through all penalties and whatever that have been applied. It's just stayed like that. So it looks like Felipe Nasser, though, with the 10-second time penalty. Without that, he maybe could actually have finished ahead of Quintarelli. So he did pretty well there. Got lucky, must have said it during the pit stops. But yeah, shame. But 4th, I'm so happy with that. 4th place is amazing. I don't know how he managed that. I really don't know how he managed it. I think it was luck, really. Pure luck. But I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Despite, I think he just got into a good position at the start, and then obviously did get overtaken from 3rd, but 4th. I'm well happy. I'll take that any day. You can see he's probably very happy about that. Yeah, at this point in race, he's not happy, but Quintarelli is. Quintarelli is very pleased with what he got there. And his morale's gone up, and all the rest of it, his relationship with the mechanic has gone up. Unfortunately, Sasaki is just not happy. You can see Quintarelli's only 3.5 stars compared to the 3 of Sasaki. So it shouldn't make that much difference, but for whatever reason, it does. So who knows? But we did lose still quite a bit of money there, despite getting sponsor payments. Oh well. But that 4th place, it means a lot. Obviously, it's very important. Like, it's a very good thing to have a 4th place there. It's quite important for the team. Still need to do better, though. Pit crew. Again, pit crew, we're going to see who we've got here. This guy looks pretty good, actually, so we'll go ahead and hire him. No one else is going to be hired. Because we are unfortunately now losing 1.2 million a race with those new staff. Someone's really low on fitness. We're going to put in someone new there. Excellent. And is that about it? Is anyone else really low? This guy looks pretty low. We can put in this guy. It does decrease the timing slightly, but it's okay. Is anyone else tired? No one else is looking particularly bad. Okay. Fine then. Go to our mail. Have a look at what we've got here. Got an interview about that race, I think. Oh, unfortunately, I did to decrease my drivers. That was not intended. He's listening to offers. I don't really care, honestly. I wouldn't mind if Sasaki just left anyway. Our reserve driver's about the same pace as him. That's how bad he is. Right, design new part. We've got 24 days to the Vancouver GP. I'm just going to update our little overlay to say we're on round 5. So what do I keep doing then? So crucial is acceleration in the next race. So maybe we'll work on a gearbox then. Yes, we'll work on a gearbox. And we'll keep going. That's going to take 10 days. We should be able to do 2 of those quite comfortably. But obviously that did help us in the there. Oh dear. They found an issue with their chassis, so we're going to have to pay $4 million to get that fixed. Cause I'd rather not waste our car. I'd rather not make our car even worse than it already is. I'm going to look for a replacement for Sasaki now as well. We'll probably use him to replace Hiroki Otsu. And then swap them out. So, shall we have a look at our drivers then? Who have we got that's a free agent? Because obviously they're a lot easier to sign. We've got this guy here, Marcel Fazler. We've also got Mark Webber. Oh, let's sign Mark Webber. Let's get him. He looks pretty decent. 4-star. Very happy. Approach. He's interested. That's good. Wages are not important to him, apparently. We want to make him equal status. We'll see what he says about that. What's Sasaki currently on? It won't tell me. Can I view what he's on? He's currently on 777. He's on quite a bit of money then. So I'm prepared to offer Mark Webber a pretty decent amount. So we'll go equal. We'll offer him, there you go, 745,000. We'll see what he says about that. Signing on fee, we'll give him, you know, 750 probably. Give him a little bit of a bonus then as well. And see what he says about that. That could be really good getting Mark Webber into the team. He could be really decent if we manage that. I'd absolutely love to do that. Right, this is the vote on the ERS. I'm going to be voting against with a voting power of 2. And we'll see what happens. Obviously, most teams have actually got ×2 to use. Right, at the moment, it's a draw. Okay, pushed it. Nice. Okay, so at the moment, it is looking like it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a rejection there of ERS, so that's good. Because I didn't really fancy that somehow. Right, work on the car has been completed. So, well, what can we improve the performance of while we're waiting? We're doing a new gearbox. We're not doing a new suspension yet, so we'll improve the performance of the suspension while we've got time to do so. May as well, obviously, if we can make the car just like a little bit better, every little helps. You can see here, he's actually happy with his contract, so we'll get rid of Otsu. That's going to cost us $1.5 million. We are spending a lot of money at the moment. And Mark Webber then is going to go ahead and take place of Sasaki. There in the team, you can see that's a massive boost on there. A massive, massive boost for us there. If Sasaki decides to leave and we get a new one, I won't really mind, but I'm going to be really happy with that. That's a really nice signing. Hopefully now we can finally start to build the car how we want it and get those results. We'll give Webber the better parts because, you know, he's like the new boy, isn't he? He deserves those better parts for the gearbox. You know, obviously they are equal status drivers, so we want to try and balance who gets the better what. And we'll see what we can do about that. But at the moment, there we go, that's that. And I want to design a brand new gearbox now as well. So we'll do this one as well, and then we'll do plus 30 on here. It's not going to be done in time for the race, unfortunately, but that's that, I guess. So we know what we're doing for the next race. We've got a little bit of an improvement. Our drivers are now second best on the grid. We just need new staff now. We need, obviously, since we've reset the relationship of this mechanic, we can go ahead and get a new mechanic. We can get Bob Bell, maybe. This guy looks pretty, this woman here looks pretty good, so we'll go ahead and approach her. Pretty much the standard kind of money. Wages aren't important. Nice long contract, little signing fee as well, and then little teeny bonuses, and we'll see what we can do about that. Obviously, it is decreasing how much money we can make per race, so I'm going to have to try and uprate the sponsors we've got to ban it, to sort of manage this. Contract offer has been accepted, so perfect. Sign, and she'll go in place of... Wait, she's a lead designer? How did I know? Right, retract. How do I know if someone's a lead designer then? Or... Oh, race mechanic. Here we go. It told me to search the wrong person. That's pretty dumb. Oh, this guy. Whoa, 4.5 stars. Definitely. Looking pretty decent there. Little bonus as well. That's looking nice. Okay. And we'll do that. Hopefully, there you go. Hopefully, her contract proposal comes in first. Choosing a vote. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to choose a vote here, because it costs $1 million. So we'll have a look at what we can do. We can shorten the races. We can add a track layout. We can add a track. No way am I doing points for the top 5. Can't really see much here. How about, since our engine is so bad, how about a spec engine? Let's do a spec engine. It'll allow it to be a bit more... How will that not benefit us? Sorry. That won't benefit us? We've got the worst engine on the grid, you strange thing. That's weird. We can also have this. Standing start. Weight stripping. Don't want to do that. Points for top 12. Points for top 1. What? That would be mad. I would never ever do that. That would be pretty insane, actually. I don't know why you'd do that. Personally, there's nothing I really want to add. How about both real... That doesn't really make much difference, though, honestly. I don't really want to do much. There's nothing here that I look at and think, let's do this. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to waste... I'm not going to waste $1 million on something I'm not even that bothered about. Oh, it looks like we'll have to continue without the mechanic then. Unfortunately. Right, go into this race. Make sure the parts are all set to what we want. There we go. All the parts are good. They've got equal cars now, so can't really be a problem. They've got equal cars, so if anyone is worse than the other, I reckon, Mark Webber is actually going to be better than Quintarelli now, so hopefully this driver pairing will really matter. He's 4.5 stars, Mark Webber, so, and Quintarelli's obviously 3.5, so it's going to be quite a difference. So now it'll look like Quintarelli's a rubbish one, but as we saw in the last race, Quintarelli was capable of 4th, so imagine what Mark Webber might be capable of, especially with the new gearbox in his car. So we'll see in practice now, actually, really, what we can expect from our drivers. I'm really excited. Oh, I forgot to view how long the race was. I always do this. I literally always do this. It's a joke. Right. 32. Can I go back? Can I look at the menu? It drives me so nuts. Quick to main menu. No, I don't want to do that. How do I view how long the race is without... Is there any way I can do it at all? Oh, it's so annoying. I hate that. I can't view how long it is. Well, we'll let that be then, I guess, for now. I'll go ahead and take practice. What on earth? Oh, I thought the track hadn't loaded in then. So I can't actually view how long the race is. I feel so thick. I honestly don't know how long the race is. No! Why? Why did I do this? I didn't know. I didn't look at how long the race was. I feel so bored. No, not bored. So thick. I feel really thick. I can't believe that. Oh, well. We'll have to ignore that then. We'll have to leave that. Okay, we'll get into it then. I don't know, I totally didn't see how long the race was then. Which does mean we're going to have to balance what we do. So I think we'll set Quintarelli. Oh, I seriously think the mediums could be quite good here. But they're a lot slower, actually. So maybe if we just go for the one-stop anyway, I think I prefer the more aggressive one-stop kind of idea, personally. So we'll set them both out on race trim and softs, and we'll see what our car is capable of. We'll see what Mark Webber's capable of in this car. As I don't yet know, obviously. I really don't know what our different drivers are capable of. At the moment, he's actually still slower than Quintarelli, despite the fact that they've got pretty much even parts. I think Quintarelli's got slightly better parts, but obviously Webber does even it up with the better gearbox. And you can see they're pretty even, actually, so looks like we've done pretty well, but I think Quintarelli's actually a very good driver. But you can see there, look, they are pretty much level with each other, which is nice. It's nice. It means that we're even now. It means that we have slightly more fairness within the team. In fact, now Webber has just gone quicker. With his, I think Quintarelli had a bit of a bad lap, though. They normally improve every lap they do. I think he just happened to have a bad lap. There you go. So they're pretty much even. You can see that. We'll bring both of them in now. For hopefully they can reach level 3. Can they reach level 3? Can they reach level 3? Can they reach level 3? No. Oh well, so you can see there we're actually not that quick though, even though they're even. But saying that, Webber had a much better setup as well, so Quintarelli could potentially go a lot quicker. Our car just really isn't that quick, honestly, I think. You know, I don't really know what's holding us back now. We've got the staff, we've got the drivers, we've got everything we need to really do well here, and still not much. Right, we'll do that. We'll sort that out and see how that pans out. Qualifying, 3 laps, another set of super softs, out you go. And Quintarelli, he's going to have quite a few setup tweaks. We just stuck with the default setup for him because it was within his mechanic's wishes. How is the cornering very poor, even though it's like bang in the middle? That's weird when that happens, because you don't know what to do. Right, we'll do that then. We'll set this, and the cornering needs to be way off. There, we'll set that and see what he says about it. But I'm going to have to wait a little bit of time. How does it take 10 seconds to change tyres, by the way? Change a set of tyres takes 10 seconds. That's mad. Right, out we go then for qualifying trim. We've got level 3 on the super softs. Let's let us get hopefully a decent level on the qualifying if we can. And you can see Webber already is massively increasing. We have got some nice track grip going here rather than we did in the last race. And you can see already there Webber improving a lot. Quintarelli still improving. Webber was not able to improve on that blistering time he set to be in 12th. We'll see what Quintarelli can do here. Up into 15th. So at the moment, our team's looking pretty good, really. Our team is looking pretty decent here. Not world class, not the best in the field, but we're still looking, you know, 13th and 16th. It's pretty average. We're looking pretty set in terms of weight distribution. He was just saying that. We look pretty good. And you can see there, we're actually ahead of some cars on the softs. So we're doing all right, and hopefully we can continue to do well in the race. It does look like the weather forecast said it would be rainy, so I don't know how. It doesn't look like we've got any rain in the start of quali. So in we go to qualifying. We'll have a look at our setups here. Quintarelli setup absolutely shocking. Somehow, you know, it's way worse than it was before, and that setup was shocking. Okay, so handling needs to go the other way. So does speed balance. Oh my word. And cornering. Want something like that. We'll do that as a setup then, and we'll go in with a set of super softs, and we should be able to do 2 laps around here, 1 minute 24s. We should easily be able to do that, and Quintarelli, we've already done his setup, what we're on about. Mark Webber's setup is actually very good. Handling we didn't change, and yet it went from great to good. We'll change that, there we go, that should be pretty good. And away we go, take qualifying, and We'll send them out pretty much immediately. Obviously, we've already tweaked their setup. You know, obviously, if we're the first ones to go out, we have the best chance at setting 2 laps, remember. So, if we have the best chance of setting 2 laps, then that's great. Unfortunately, Webber hasn't had the best of thing done by the auto there. The auto didn't do a great job, but Quintarelli did pretty well, actually, his automatic thing. But unfortunately, we have got a BMW on our outside. Oh, Webber's been caught up in traffic. Quintarelli's been okay, but Webber was caught up in some pretty bad traffic there, so that might obviously impact his run. Obviously, we're going to get 2 runs. There we go. Quintarelli actually does go, yeah, he goes 4 tenths quicker, so I think Webber was held up there on his run. Quite badly, actually, in the end there. But you can see we haven't done too bad. We'll let the, we'll skip a little bit of time to let the track grip get as high as it possibly can. I'm going to send Quintarelli out now. His setup is still not good. Still not good. I don't know what we can do about his setup. I mean, I think it's amazing how well he's doing with this apparently rubbish setup. But we'll see what we can do here. Cornering, it was good in that position, so we'll move it a little bit further that way. And handling was good in that area. Speed balance, we'll move it tick to that side. There we go. We'll do that, and we'll see where that ends up, really. We'll just do that, and then Webber. Great, excellent, excellent. Both. Let's save this course, this setup, and away we go with a new set of tyres. Unfortunately, I think we are going to have to wait a little bit long. Oh, no, we're okay. They should both get 2 laps in, no problem, despite that. So we've gone right at the end there, where there's the most track grip, obviously. It's going to allow us to get them the best, overheated and perfect, both drivers, so slightly better start. You can see Webber should start, yeah, a green first sector. I was expecting that. Quintarelli, I don't really know what he can do. It depends on what we've done with his setup. I think Quintarelli did have a pretty good lap to start with. It's Webber that I was watching. And you can see there, Webber has just pushed Quintarelli out of 13th. And Quintarelli's not going to improve, so maybe we messed up his setup slightly or something, I don't know. But 14th and 15th in the end, so not too bad. It's not the best, not the worst, but I'll take it. I'll definitely take that. So into the race. It's not raining to start with, so, oh, we've got some rain pretty much immediately, so I don't know what to do. We're going to have to start on dry tyres. Wait, what? The game wants us to start on inters. This is an interesting one. So the game is saying start on inters, but I really don't know. Okay, we got Quintarelli set up pretty much right. However, handling we still haven't totally nailed. 1 click. That's what I'll do. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. I really don't. So do we put him on a set of super softs and then go on to a set of inters? Because it looks like it's going to rain quite a bit, but what's going to be worth it? What's everyone else doing? Okay, everyone else is starting on inters, so I feel like we should do that too. If everyone's starting on inters, it's fair, right? We haven't got anything to lose. Because you can see that it's probably going to be raining within 4 laps, you know? We're not going to gain a 20-second lead to warrant an extra pit stop in that time. So we'll end up losing time. So I think we'll play it safe and go with what we've got. We can probably attack. We'll go push to try and help the tyres. But yeah, I don't think, yeah, so we're going ahead and going on inters because I don't think it's worth it. Right, on the rolling start we go. All bunched up and ready to go. It's looking like it's actually going to get possibly even full wet weather pretty quickly. And the pace car is in. And we're racing. Away we go at the Canadian GP. We've had a pretty decent start, not the best. We're side by side, unfortunately. Quintarelli has somehow, in all of this, got up into 14th. He's back down to 15th, though. Can we have a good start? Whoa, I don't know what happened there. What on earth? Someone just zipped around the outside. Obviously, the race mechanics are not the best in this game. Maybe. It's a bit weird that we're all on inters, because it's not raining right now. But obviously, as I said, because everyone started, you know, in this period of dry running, we wouldn't have had time to get the lead required. Or maybe we would have, actually. 3 laps. We could probably gain a little bit, so I don't know now. Unfortunately, we're in 16th and 21st. We're not very quick. You can see there, actually, I think we should have started on dry tyres. Webber's fallen back. Okay, it's actually started raining now on lap 4. So maybe we could have done something. But unfortunately, we've had a very bad start to this race. So maybe... Oh, Webber just went purple. Whoa. That's mad. Webber's... Has he got like a perk of being good in the wet or something? He's just screamed off. Is there a point for fastest lap in this series? I don't think there is. But that is pretty nuts. He's just screamed off. Is Webber like OP in the wet or something? No, I think we just got lucky. He just set one fastest lap all of a sudden. It's looking like the rain's going to calm down, so I'm not going to go for full wets. I'm happy with that, though. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good showing there. To set the purple lap time. Obviously, if it dies out, which it probably will, that will not be a purple lap for very long. But, wow. In the end, we have not done too bad. Up here in 13th place. And Serra ahead has actually had a bit of an issue here. He's under investigation. No penalty, but he's ruined his tyres, so Webber might be able to get him. But it doesn't look like we're going to get points today, but... You can see there, look, he's trying to get past him, but he still can't. But he did there because he just pitted. But unfortunately, yeah, I don't know, our car is not the quickest here at Canada. It doesn't appear. Look, it's going to stop raining in a little bit. So if possible, I'd like to avoid another pit stop. For the inters, I'd rather just go straight on to dries. Yamamoto's just been given a drive-through penalty. That's given us a few positions then. Quintarelli made a little driving mistake, but, you know, obviously Webber did that earlier, so no worries. Yeah, honestly, if we had Sasaki in this race, I can't imagine how bad we would have been. Even Webber is struggling here, and Quintarelli, so we're really not doing that well here, unfortunately. Our car is not that fast. It really isn't quick. But this is the question, is do I have to pit for another set of inters, or can I go to the end? Not to the end, but to the end of this wet period. I'm gonna try and keep... How long are they gonna last? 16 laps. If we've got 16 laps on them, sure, but I don't think we've got 16 laps. I'll try and conserve. Quintarelli just went up into 18th as well, actually. So Quintarelli's not too far behind Webber. A little bit behind, only 3 seconds. So not bad. Yamamoto's just retired as well. He's one of our rivals. Not rivals, as in he's one of the top cars. So that has given us an extra little bit of positions, I think. But yeah, if these tyres go as long as they say they're going to last, then absolutely bring it on. I think we can do something with this. How has Webber done so bad on the fuel? What on earth's he done? He wasn't even pushing the fuel. Maybe he's bad on fuel, Webber, I don't know. Hopefully, maybe the AI will have some bad strategy here and go on to another set of wet tyres. That's what I've got to hope anyway. They do something like silly like that. They think, right, time for another set of wet tyres, and then they just ruin their strategy, because they can do that, the AI. I've seen them do silly things like that before. Because you can see, really, I'm going to wait, personally, I think. Because we're right on the edge of good tyre wear now. Both of them have just hit, so they're even tyre wear as well, both these drivers. It doesn't look like anyone's pitting, which is great. And you can see it has now stopped raining. But no one's pitting just yet. It's not really time to pit, I don't think. Right, maybe this lap. It doesn't look like we're going to have any more rain, so it could be this lap. Right, high and pushing. We'll try this. Yeah, go. Whitman just set a personal best on his a purple on his inters. So unfortunately, Mark Webber's best is not standing anymore. No one's pitted this time by. I can't double stack because they're only 5 seconds apart. Mark Webber will get priority because he's first. 32 laps, 27 laps remaining. That'll do nicely. We'll do a fast pit stop with him. But we can't do a double stack, unfortunately. But we'll see. Maybe leaving Quintarelli out a little bit further. Maybe it'll benefit him in the end. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully make no mistake with Webber. No mistake! Come on, Webber. That's good. Nice 10.6 second stop there for him. And those tyres should now go to the end. Hopefully. I'm not sure whether we're in that period now, whether maybe Quintarelli will jump a few people because of what he's managed here, but I don't think so somehow. In fact, I think Webber may have jumped a few cars by going on to... I think we've gone on to dries a little bit early compared to everyone else, but we're setting purple, so it looks like the lead cars maybe made a little bit of a mistake because we are closing on the leaders actually. So maybe this could be an opportunity for us to grab some points. You never know, because the leaders, the BMWs and things, are still out there. They haven't pitted yet. In fact, actually no, the BMWs have. I think one of them's pitted, the other hasn't. They are leaving it very late. I think, and we are closing on the leader right now, who is still on the wet tyres. We've still got quite a few cars up here on the wet tyres, even though it's totally stopped raining now. It's actually 100% dry, and they're worn, remember, as well, on top of that, so not done the best of jobs there, but in all of that, he's up to 9th place, 10th now it'll be, but we're going to gain a few more spots here as, obviously, cars who've made the wrong strategy choice pitted. So we're up into 8th place here with Webber and 19th with Quintarelli. So Quintarelli unfortunately is now quite far back. It's his turn to be the Sasaki of the team now. Obviously, unless you get... Obviously, I think Webber is such a good driver, we did get lucky with that. But yeah, we're doing alright at the moment. Quintarelli's actually setting personal bests as well, so it doesn't look like we're going to have any more rain either for the rest of the race, so we can just continue as we are. And right now, Webber is in 9th, so if we can maintain this, I'll be happy, but unfortunately we were one of the first people to pit for dry tyres, so obviously maybe they'll be a bit worn at the end, I don't know. It doesn't hold the fastest lap anymore either. But obviously 9th place, it's still a few points for us. It's like 2 points or something, Yeah, 2 points. 2 points is better than nothing. 2 points is pretty good, actually, for what we've been managing. I think we're just going to do 3 races here as well. In this stream, 3 races. Come on, maintain 9th, Webber. You can do it. Maybe a few cars will have problems along the way as well. I'm watching what's going on and it's all looking good at the moment. But they don't seem to be able to get past him, honestly. They've tried. But the tyres are looking pretty decent as well. Quintarelli's are going to easily make it to the end. Webber should easily make it to the end as well, according to the game's predictions. I look in the little data centre we've got here. Unfortunately, it pauses it when you look at those lap charts. They're a little bit pointless. Apparently, it's still a teeny bit wet out on track. I can see, as in I can see the blue. Like it's just gone now. So the wetness has totally gone from the track now. So people will start to set slightly better laps, I should think. There's some personal bests in there and things. But right now, we're just sort of holding down 9th, but Farfus here in the BMW, obviously with the poor strategy, is coming back through the field now. So I don't think we'll be able to defend against the BM. Those BMWs are strong. So at this rate, I think getting points, unfortunately, is a little bit out of reach for us. But it's better than nothing, you know. I mean, even 10th I'd take, because it's still 1 point, but if I can push enough, and you can see there, Farfus is going to make his way past easily, I should think. Give it a little bit. There he is. Oh no, somehow not past. He's going to be past soon, isn't he? I mean, the BMW is way quicker than us, so I don't know how we've managed to keep him behind for this long. Webber, to be fair, seems to be pretty good at being a defensive driver. Quintarelli's not a good race. He's like where Sasaki should be. So as I said, if Sasaki was in this race, I can only imagine where he'd be right now. Webber is now down to 10th place. He has lost that, but it's looking like he might maintain 10th, hopefully, until the end. Maybe, depending on, you know, obviously some faster cars are behind us, however. I mean, he's still setting personal bests, but obviously the opponents around us are probably also doing that, so it doesn't really mean a lot. Maybe someone can crash out and we can gain a little spot from that as well, maybe, I don't know. Looks like the tyres should last till the end. He's still setting personal bests, Webber. Still not purples, you can see there, look, we're probably about a second and a half off the BMWs here. But if we can keep this up, it's looking like we can. We need to push the tyres right mad here. They've cooled down way too much. And same for Quintarelli. Just push the tyres up a little bit. There we go. Nice. And he's actually pulled out a 2-second gap as well. So we're pretty quick here. Anyway, not quick. We've done all right. 19th though. I mean, unfortunately, Quintarelli is really slow. We might have to replace Quintarelli too, you know, before the next race. But we're on to the last lap here, and the tyres have lasted till the end, safely and good. And we're going to come home for 1 measly point, but it's better than nothing. 1 little point. But unfortunately, it's what our car is capable of at the moment. So all I need now, I mean, Quintarelli's even got the better car, so no excuses. But Webber did really good there, so that was lovely to see. But we are going to need a better driver. But unfortunately, we're not going to get the money for that. Hopefully, maybe we've got a few penalties applied and we can gain a few spots. 8th! Woohoo! 8th and 17th, because in the end, both Vantor and Subway were both disqualified. So after all of that, we actually get 4 points, not 1. So that's excellent. And Quintarelli's promoted up into a 17th position. That's great. I really like that. 8th place. That's pretty decent for us. So already he's almost equal to Saki's position. And Quintarelli's in 9th at the moment. He has done pretty well. So he might wait to replace Quintarelli, because remember, he has got 22 points for us this season. So it's only 1 race he was bad in. And then this next race will do the last. This will be the last one of the stream. This next race, I think. Well, we're only an hour and 20 minutes in, so maybe we can do a little bit more. Boom, top 10 result. He's very happy with that. It's increased his morale. Quintarelli's not happy, unfortunately, but never mind. Never mind. We're going to lose 1.3 million. We're losing a lot of money here, actually. Where are these sponsors? I need to get a sponsor signed. Really. That's what I need to do. I need to get some better sponsors in. Because right now we're losing vast amounts of money. In fact, we actually yes, we have a sponsor up for grabs, so I need to make sure that's an income per race sponsor. Although I think we actually did just lose our sort of most valuable sponsor that's giving us a lot of money per race. So we'll see. Everyone's looking good. We'll redo the pit crews contracts now as well, actually. Everyone's still recovering, but this guy can come in. No one else is bad on stamina, so we're looking alright. No one decent here, so we'll reject all of them. And we'll see what we've got here. So, car condition, that's pretty average. Here we go. Yeah, the series does need a shake-up. Actually, that put up our marketability. That'll help with the sponsors then, won't it? 99% he's listening to offer. That's a shame. Right, and she's also agreed to a contract. So, out goes Derek Miller. And that'll give us an even better chance at doing well here. We've got excellent race mechanics. So, and she's now with Mark Webber. So, hopefully that should be good, and hopefully our staff are now no longer the worst on the grid. Somehow we're still 9th on the grid, despite having awesome staff. But slowly but surely, we are massively increasing how good this team is. We've already had some nice sponsor offers as well, so we'll go ahead and have a look at those. Okay, we can't take a bonus sponsor, but this one gives us 6.2 million, which is a much-needed cash input there. I can't actually see it on the car. It's probably somewhere else on the car. Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a weird one. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I am really, really happy. So we've got ourselves an extra 6 million there, which is really good. You know, that 6 million is very important for us. And making it to the end of the season, honestly, without losing all our money. Because right now we're losing 2 million per race. It's not good. 2 million per race. We're losing a lot of money. They've just finished another part as well, which is really nice. We'll give Quinn Torelli that one, in the hope that maybe he can do a little bit better with it. And that should be it there. Cool. Crucially, it's going to be definitely high-speed corners at the next race. So we're gonna focus on high-speed corners. Actually, you know what? Let's do an engine, because that'll make the engine for next season better. So I'm okay with doing that. Obviously, we're not going to have any more upgrades here, but it's something at least. There you go, we'll use that power up, and then that power up. There. Or, we could also do that one. Plus 50 top speed. That's OP. On soft, supers, and ultras. That's really good. That's a really nice little power up. And then we can also get it with that one there, maybe. It's going to take us 53 days, though. 53 days. It's absolutely insane. Unfortunately, we can't go up to Epic, it doesn't look like. For some reason. Oh, requires test track higher level. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't build it without a risk level unless I do something else. Oh, I'll just have to do this then. 43 days that's going to take. Well, what can we do? No, honestly, unfortunately, they all come with risk levels. We can actually increase the reliability by 40%, though. No, that's a good idea. Let's do that. 43 days, boom. So that won't be ready until, not even this race, this Belgium Grand Prix. Probably after that, but never mind, I guess. We've done the best we can. So I want to try and get obviously basically it takes the best component we have of each thing. That's what gets put into next year's car. So obviously, the better we do, the better our car next season will be. So we've got to look at that. Looking at this in terms of performance, what can we improve? We can improve the suspension a little bit more. We'll move that, so we can literally just go on and do the suspension now, and that'll be everything up to max performance as to what we've got right now. So we'll have a slight suspension upgrade into the next race. Perfect. Oh, then we're going to have a 40% chance of rain again, so we may have some rain, who knows. Acting lessons, really? Definitely, yeah. He's going to make him an expert at Tondela, so I fancy doing that. Do we even race at Tondela, though? Actually, we do. That's our next round. Portuguese GP. That's okay. That was a good spent million then. He might do really well then. That specialist perk can do really well. But yeah, there we go. We're now actually average. We were just below average. Our car is now average, which is good. We have massively improved this team, actually, and hopefully with the new race mechanics we've got and all of that stuff, we will finally nail our car. Obviously, we're bringing a little teeny suspension upgrade as well. Not really make that much difference, but every little helps, as I said, so, you know, it makes our car just that a little bit better. But yeah, pretty good. I'll just... Right, into practice. I was just looking at this stream. It's raining in practice, so we won't be able to get any dry tyre knowledge, unfortunately, which does mess up our race slightly, unfortunately. We'll do that for now, and we're gonna have to use inters for practice today. Then actually, it's gonna be full wets in a little bit. Shame. But it does. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a very wet qualifying, so we're not gonna get the knowledge we need here. Oh, I accidentally cancelled the setup. No. Right, there we go. Right, into the race we go then. Not race. What am I on about? So for now, it's gonna be inters. I don't know what we're gonna have to do later, but for now, inters. I'm going to focus on the race trim. That's more important than quali. I just don't care about qualifying at this point now. It's a very long circuit, and you know we're not going to be able to do much in the way of qualifying laps anyway because of this this silly. It's a very long circuit, and yeah, because of the rain, we're not going to do great. It's looking like it's going to become full wets actually. So I don't know whether we'll have to watch the intermediate knowledge when that starts to go down. Actually, no, at the moment, the intermediate knowledge is staying okay, so... What on earth? I think Webber is, like, OP in the wet or something. Are we serious? He's just set a purple first sector that actually stood for quite a while. He's actually way ahead of Quintarelli, so he's very good in the wet. Or maybe Quintarelli had a bad lap or something. It's actually stopped raining. So maybe we can get some dry tyre knowledge in there. Let's bring these guys in and see if we can get some dry tyre running on the car. And we'll continue with the strategy of race trim. We've now been pushed to last place. Oh wow, our setups are bad. And we can try and get some dry tyre knowledge in there, possibly, for race trim. And we'll try that, just extremes of every level. Like that. Boom. And soft tyres. I want to get soft tyre knowledge on that car. 12 laps. Away you go. And Quintarelli again. Not good. We'll move all the way like that and like that. Perfect. Again, 12 laps. New tyres. And away you go, guys. Come on. Let's get some nice dry tyre running going here. We should be able... It doesn't look like anyone else has actually followed that right now. So that's more knowledge for us, I guess. But that should allow us to get a purple lap, really. We should easily get a purple lap. What with no one else being on dry tyres. Or are we seriously that slow? I was going to say... We're actually that slow, though, that it's not quicker to be on dry tyres. What's this weirdness? What's going on here? How is that possible? How is it possible? How are Inters so quick? Well, first in practice, and Quintarelli just goes fourth, so, you know, obviously that practice, we don't get points, unfortunately, for best practice run, but... yeah, we've done a pretty good job there. That obviously was just down to the rain, honestly. It looks like it's raining in quali, though, so that Inters knowledge that we've gained will be useful. Oh, actually, never mind. Forget that. We're gonna take Inters knowledge in for him because there's no mechanic boosts for either of them, so we'll just take that in. Oh, we still haven't done good with the setups, though. Setups are still totally messed up. Right. We need to totally swap the side of the cornering. We'll try that. I think handling may have changed slightly too much. Let's try that and see what he says. We'll send them for 1 lap on into. Actually, no, we might not get, because it's such a long lap, we're not going to get more than 1 attempt here, so I'd rather that attempt be in the dry if we can help it. And maybe some AI will go out immediately, because AI are weird in this game. They like to just go out immediately if they can. Hello in the chat. But yeah, AI in this game like to just go out immediately sometimes. See? And they're not going to have time for a second run. So it's their fault. Although actually it looks like the rain's going to be coming back. So this is going to be a proper, like, sort of, right, alright, at 3 minutes away, I'm going to send them out. Yes! I think we might just get a dry quali out, you know? We might just do it. Right, out you go, Quintarelli. Yes! We've done it, and no one else has. The AI are morons. Although maybe it'll end up being bad for me, I don't know. Come on, away we go then. And we're the only ones, I think, who have been able to set. Yeah, we're the only ones who have got a chance here and actually setting a lap on dry tyres, apart from Fella. He managed a dry lap. No, he didn't. What madness is this? What's the game done? We've just gone first. Well, no, wait, Quintarelli only managed 3rd? Well, Webber, wow. And we got a little thing there, qualifying pole by over a second. Got a little notification. A little no, not notification, a little achievement from Steam for that. That's amazing. You can see there, look, only 3 cars in the end managed to set times. So that was pretty good. We're starting up at the front then. I don't think you get a bonus point for that, but pretty amazing. It looks like it's raining at the start as well. We're going to be starting on Inters today. I'm going to take Super Soft Noise into the race though in the hope that it will calm down. And we've got perfect setups as well. That's absolutely amazing. I don't know how we've done that. How have we done that? Right, I'm saving this setup here. We did a pretty good setup there with Quintarelli. How have we done that? How? Just how? Well, there we go. Everyone's starting on the Inters because it's actually raining at the start, and it's not going to get full wet weather in time. It doesn't look like. But there we go. From pole position, we start the race. I can't believe I'm saying that for our team. That's not normal. But yeah, from pole position, we are going to start the race. However, I do think the BMW is saying that one of the BMWs is quite far down the order. Farfus is down in 22nd because he qualified on full wet, so some AIs did really mess up the qualifying. But away we go, and lights are out, and come on, can we maintain this? I want to maintain. No, Webber's just fallen right back. Unfortunately, he hasn't had the best of starts, Webber. Obviously, we don't truly have the pace we set in qualifying, got to remember that, so it's going to be expected. It looks like Quintarelli, though, is doing a pretty good job of doing what he did in Milan and just holding everything up and keeping 3rd, so thumbs up to him. I don't think we're going to be replacing him anytime soon. And Fella's just crashed. Safety car is out. We're not going to pit for safety car, and there's no point in pitting. 3rd and 6th place we are in. We're going to go ahead and back up and low. Back up low. Because Fella just crashed, so there we go. We're going to have to catch the safety car now. But there we go. That's pretty mad. But I mean, that might decrease some of the wet running we have to do today. Right from the start, one of our opponents is out, and safety car. So safety car is in this lap actually. So we're going to attack to warm the tyres. And then we want to go neutral once they've reached perfect temp. So, neutral, high. And then once he reaches optimum, neutral, high. There we go. Right, we're ready to go then. On the restart. We can actually do overtake mode on the fuel. We've got that much. And safety car. Okay, the safety car is in. I wasn't sure if it'd come in then. Obviously, because some of the cars do look similar to the safety car, weirdly. But away we go in overtake mode up in the what am I on about? Belgian GP, and we're up into There was one of those weird glitches then where he was suddenly slow on the inside for no apparent reason, so he just slipped back. But there we go. Webber's into second place. Say what now? Second place. Are we mad? Honestly, our team seems to be very good at pulling out random things like this. Just random little bits of luck. Now, obviously, I have a feeling when we transition back onto dry tyres, that luck may fall away a little bit. Quincy just made a driver mistake. It's not really that important. And we've actually got... honestly, he's OP in the wet, this guy. Webber is so good in the rain. I don't know what it is. I don't think he even has a perk. Otherwise, it would be registered there as being active. But whatever it is, he's pretty amazing. A few cars there have crashed, actually. Vantor and D'Ambrosio. Wittmann, the leader just crashed. The leader just crashed. Webber's into the lead. No. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, Webber's leading because one of the BMWs is out. Just what? And then a few cars had to pit for some mistakes. That's absolutely insane. Come on, Webber, you can keep this. Although I don't think he can keep it somehow, unfortunately. Something tells me he's not going to be able to keep this, but... he's managed to go conservative. There you go. Unfortunately, but we have now got a massive lead. Again, second place I'd be happy with. Honestly, there's no way we can compete with these guys. Honestly, unfortunately, you know, we just haven't got the pace to compete with these sort of cars. But really, second and ninth, Quintarelli at the moment, ninth place. So, and he's fallen back, unfortunately, I think a little bit, but. There we go. It's looking like, you know, a second place. I don't mind. That's really good. Now, this is going to be the crucial part in this race. When do we go on to those tyres? That's going to be one of the important things we have to do here. We have to decide, what on earth do we do? Some cars have already gone on to dry tyres. I think that's a bit early, personally. You can see they're losing vast amount of time to the leaders. So BMW with some... rubbish strategy here today, and Webber's managed to capitalise on that and get into P2 amazingly. Like, wow. We're going to go ahead and just go pushing now, pushing like absolute mad, just absolutely mad. Oh, hang a minute, it looks like the rain is going to come back, so what do we do? Right, super softs immediately. I'm going to put both drivers on super softs and just push. Absolutely push. Destroy that set of super softs. Ready for when it rains again. And let's see if both fast pit stops. Let's just see if I can do this. Because there is going to be a noticeable period of time to do this. So let's just get on with it. You know? And see what we can do. Attack straight away. Come on. Is the double stack going to work? Yes. Perfect double stack. And now, just attack. Go. Run. No mistakes on the pit stops there. And we're out in 16th. You can see not many cars at the moment have pitted, but you can see it's clearly dry enough for those dry tyres now, I think. We're at that point where it is clearly good enough. We're absolutely destroying these tyres, but... and you can see there, look, we're gaining massive amounts of time on all the cars around us now. But the question is... when that rain comes again, you know, what do we do? They've all dived into the pits, and Webber is in second place. And we're just pushing now, obviously, because, well, why not? Because we're going to have to, you know, these tyres, we may as well destroy these tyres, honestly. we're pushing like absolute mad. Because again, you know, just why not? Why not push? Because we're going to have... Unfortunately, it looks like second place is actually catching Weber, but even if we go back to third, there's a massive gap then after that. And it's looking like... I don't know, it might actually stay dry enough. Are these things going to go to the end? They're not going to go to the end, rip. We may as well push them then and just do a 2-stop if we can. Quintarelli is amazingly up into a 6th place here. But yeah, we're just pushing like mad here. Because I don't think it's going to get wet enough for another set of inters. So, but we're not going to be able to do... We're going to have to do a 1-stop. We'll have to do one more stop, I mean, from here. I don't think we're going to make it to the end. Hope that might sadly ruin our chances, but I think that's what we're going to have to do. I don't think we're going to be able to manage this. We're not going to be able to go to the end. So why not just absolutely wreck the tyres? I mean, the AI, that's what I'm going to hope, is that the AI are dumb enough to pit for another set of inters. You know, are they going to do that? I don't think it's wet enough, really, but some AI may do that. It doesn't look like anyone else. They are making 2 stops, though, it looks like. Looks like the AI are doing that. So, there you go. Warm tyres for Quintarelli. He's wrecked his tyres, so he can pit this next lap now. They will easily go to the end. We can probably just destroy those two, honestly. But unfortunately, it looks like some cars may be able to make it to the end. Which is not what I want to see, but we'll have to pit both drivers here. We'll stop pushing briefly. But yeah, I don't know, maybe cars will be able to make it to the end. And that will, unfortunately, then mean problems for us. However, he's still out in 6th place. You know, amazingly, he is still in 6th place. And all this pushing and all these fresh tyres. It might give us a chance. But yeah, 60% tyre wear they're on. Which is roughly 12 laps, and there's only 11 left, so I've just got to rely on me pushing like mad here. So I think I may have thrown away by pushing that car, because I thought there were going to be some more serious raids. Someone's just retired due to a mechanical issue. But I'm going to have to hope that maybe people's tyres start wearing down. You can see we're already catching 5th place here, Felipe Nasser. We're already catching him because of probably the fact that our tyres are so fresh. Having fresh tyres is a massive advantage. You can see they're just gone sailing by. Because of those fresh tyres and because of the fact we're pushing, we're setting personal bests here, you know. So hopefully, you know, right now we're into a 5th. Quintarelli is in 11th right now and chasing down some points. And Webber's continuing to get better. He's actually maybe closing in on the leader. He's matching. Oh, yes, he's closing in on the leader. He's setting a purple lap here, Webber. So, you know, I don't think we get a point for fastest lap, unfortunately. But there we go. He's just set a purple lap time. So we have a purple lap time under our belt. 5th and 11th at the moment. So Quintarelli hasn't quite got the same amount of pace as Webber has, but still pretty good. Yamamoto just stole that off us. But at the moment, unfortunately, we're still just sticking here in 5th. And it doesn't look like they're going to have to pit, unfortunately. It looks like they'll just stretch it to the end. It'll be a bit tight, but I think they will make it, unfortunately. The other drivers I'm talking about, they will make it to the end. Which is a shame for us. Oh well, we tried our best. Maybe I would have done better if I'd just gone conservative at the end there, but what can you do? I want to go low and then just go overtake. Like, try and balance the overtake use. Right, Quintarelli, let's set a good lap. Push the fuel, push everything. And across the line, P11 and P5 in the end of the day, so not the best, but we still gained 10 points there. Mark Webber got 10 points for us, so at the end of the day, not bad, and that's our last race for today. And there we go. This series is not actually proven that popular, but, you know, I think we'll keep it. For at least, like, 2 seasons, probably. We'll keep it. Right. Nice. Nice. I think we're pretty good there, aren't we? Maybe if I hadn't bothered, I don't know, we were the only ones who did pit twice. We were like the first ones that did that, so maybe it didn't benefit us, but I think we did alright. So 5th and 11th in the end. What's it going to be now? After some penalties, 5th and 10th. So we do actually gain an extra point after, I think it was Dillman there. Dillman's been disqualified. So is Jerome D'Ambrosio, also disqualified. So in the end, we get 11 points rather than 10, so we get a little extra one there. So we're in 7th, so yeah, we wouldn't have been able to get 6th there, would we? But 10th, we should easily be able to hold down. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm very happy with that, actually. Very, very happy. We'll let it load. There it is. Top 5, top 10, both drivers very happy and increasing their morale. Became 5th there as well. We still lost 2 million. Man, we're losing a lot of money per race, even though I signed a new sponsor. Not actually, they didn't give us money per race, but yeah, 2 million we're just losing per race now. We've only got 3 races left after this, so as long as we have 6 million, we should be okay. Keeps fingers crossed. Better have 6 million. What do I have? Oh, 6.2 million. That's close. That's really close. Ooh. Oh, wow, I've got some good choices here in the pits. I'm a little bit worried for our team, honestly, but in terms of financial, maybe we can do something to get us more money. Hopefully, maybe there'll be a sponsor that needs renewing now. We can get a sudden injection of cash, hopefully. Right, there we go. Sido can come in and just absolutely steal the shop. Steal everything there with that 18 rating and the other one as well. 17 rating on the front jack. Perfect. Perfect. Making us a lot quicker, giving us a little bit of a better pit crew. So we're continuing that form. We're going to get rid of some of the people who are rubbish now. To help sort of boost, like basically help reduce the amount of money we're spending per race. It's not going to help a lot, but you know, it's going to help a bit. We'll do that, and then we'll just we'll renew everyone's contract. Actually, never mind, it doesn't need renewing. Everyone's got really long contracts, like 30 race contracts, so it's fine. Got an interview here. And he's listening to offers. I don't really care about Sasaki. If he's listening to offers, he's fine. And it does look like we actually had a sponsor that needed doing, so we'll do that and then we'll finish. Right, we'll take the upfront payment, I think, from Dustless Blasting. What on earth? 5.7 million upfront. That gives us plenty of money to give us until the end of the season now. However, we're not going to get our 18th or above money now. Oh, rip. Maybe I've just ruined our money state of things. Yeah, we're not doing the best in terms of our money, are we? I'm not managing that great, but we're at 12 million now. We've got a little bit of money. Right, we'll save it there, and then we'll finish the stream. 1 hour, 50 minutes. Yeah, there's not really time to do 4 races, is there, in a stream? I think we'll keep it to 3 races per stream. But there we go. Hope everyone really enjoyed today's stream. Didn't really have many people watching, but I don't know. Is the Motorsport Manager game really that popular? I don't know. Right, I just saved it so we can go ahead and quit. And bring that up. There we go. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Not this video, this stream. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. And yeah. Hope you enjoy it in the future as well. So that's about it. We had, 5 playbacks. So really not as popular as the flight sim streaming. We're up to 97 subs now, guys. 97. 3 more. That's all we've got to do. 3 more, and then that's it. 1, 0, 0. If you guys have any suggestions on what we can do for 100 subs, please do feel free to comment. Obviously, maybe if we can hit 100 subs in time for the new flight sim, that would be pretty amazing, actually, if we can do that. That would be really, really amazing. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next stream, which will be tomorrow. Yes, it will be tomorrow, 8:30 AM British BST time, where we're going to be flying. Please to forget. Oh, there we go. We're going to be flying the PMDG 777 from Zurich into London Heathrow. So that should be a lovely, fun little stream. Not the longest of flights. It's about an hour and 20-minute flight. So the stream won't be that long. Again, I didn't really intend that. It's just the sort of length of flights you can do. So with the 777, I want to try and get all my use with those 777. You know, I did. Unfortunately, I bought the 777 probably about 6 or 7 weeks before the new flight sim. No, yeah, literally 2 or 3 weeks before the new flight sim was announced. So about 7, like the release date was announced. So about 7 weeks before the game came out. So unfortunately, yeah, I have wasted a little bit of money there buying that PMDG. But in the end, as I said, I'm going to try and get as much use out of it. I have still had plenty of use, so I've still got a little bit of money. My money's worth out of it. I could have got a bit better out of it, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? It's better than absolutely nothing, so I don't really mind. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and bye-bye!